jumps always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. To the ground with the back. Breaks into the open. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Davis looking to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? With the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Under fire. Fires downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, marking at the 46.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that time with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Sooners have their offense in high gear.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, you make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding, all right? This offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area?
Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Under fire. Brings it in down the left side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Davis will throw. Spits it out to the back. He's got his man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls and fires complete. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Still looking on the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the block, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into...
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Turning it off! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Solid pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Finds his man. It's Kane. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. When you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Houston. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Working the middle, it's complete. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Davis looking to pass. Using the quick game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. At the 45, on his way. Here he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop.
Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Now adjusting. Finds a man on the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to... Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Sooners will snap it on first and 10. Quick completion to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job. We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Big noise in the big house with his huge third down play. Davis will throw. Quickly to the tight end. To the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Got out of trouble and throws. Flex it out of the air. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's looking to throw. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the Wolverines are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and days like this can put you up with those legendary Michigan runners.
And that's why you come to Michigan. You know you're going to get fed. You are going to be a back that gets the football, that chews up yards, that always has a lot of success and gets a ton of carries.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Third down play from the gun. Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though.
Stop it.
Well, I can't hit it. I can't hit no shots.
Enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 14. University of New Haven, 7.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. They'll run for it. On the crowd, and now he's got room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off play action. And the pass is broken up incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Looking left. Pulls it in. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Skips away from pressure. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
They'll give it to the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Offense facing fourth down.
They'll send out the kicker here. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running it to the right. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Corner's going to give them room. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to blow things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now, let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. On target. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's got an open man. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Give to the running back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Davis will throw. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
He's moving out of the pocket. Looking down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on second down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. It's caught. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to throw it again. He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Throws to the back. He's got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And how nice is it, David, on third down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice third down conversion.
Davis looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So here comes the Michigan offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Fires on the move. On target over the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Rushes on him. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He caught it. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll try to run it in. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this ain't good for the offense. When you get down close to the goal line, you don't want to be going backwards. They can't sustain more negative plays.
Man, what a huge play from this defense. Everything looked bleak. Now they've completely flipped this situation around, put the offense a little bit behind the 8 ball.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. DB's right up on the receivers. Defense not showing press coverage. Got him downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Davis will throw. Finds a tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Yeah, I got the Wow, I can shoot. you doing? Well, no, the Chase. No. Yo. Why you back with me? Back with me. Chase. Chase. Oh yeah. This is